Hi, it's Cheryl from Caribou Country Lifestyle. I have a couple of cast iron frying pans that I have picked up, and I just wanted to do a little demonstration of how to season your cast iron frying pans. So I have done this cast iron frying pan. I've done this once already, but until the food actually starts to not stick to the pans, you actually have to season it every time after you've washed it from using it previously. Then you would season it again, and so that it's ready for the next time that you want to use it. So I've already oiled this one, but I'm going to oil this other one because I have another cast iron frying pan that I have purchased and I haven't pre-seasoned it, and so I just wanted to show you what that looked like. So I'm using, it said to use organic vegetable oil, so I'm using just a pure avocado oil. So what you do is you just, I think I probably put in about a tablespoon of oil, and then I'm just going to take some paper towel, and I'm just going to make sure that I coat the whole pan with the oil. And I'm going to do on the edge, the handle. I'm also going to flip it over, do the other side with oil. I just want a light coating of the oil on the whole cast iron frying pan. And I'm gonna take out the excess of the oil. Get this off of the handle. And this one. So I'm doing both of these even though I've already pre-seasoned the smaller one. I used it for the first time, and so I washed it last night and I'm going to pre-season it again. When you first get your cast iron frying pans, you want to make sure that you wash them in hot soapy water and then dry them really well before you start to season your frying pan. So when you bring them home, you're going to wash them with the hot soapy water, dry them really good, and then you would season them with the oil. And then once you use them, you would again wash them with soapy water, dry them really well, and then you would season them again. So then I have, after you've oiled it, I have the oven set for 350, and I'm going to put it in the oven. Now, what they've suggested is to take a cookie sheet, a foil-lined cookie sheet, and put it on the lower rack of where you have your pans will go on the top rack, and you have your cookie sheet on the lower rack. So got my oven preheated, and I'm going to put the pans in the oven. Okay, so I'm gonna just open up the oven. I've got my foil lined pan in the bottom. I'm gonna put my pans inside. Just gonna move that over there. And this is a 10-inch, this smaller one, that's a 10-inch cast iron pan, and the other one is a 12-inch cast iron pan. I should be able to fit them both in here. And then I'm going to just close it up, and my hands are a little greasy, so give me a sec. I'm going to set my timer for 1 hour. And once the 1 hour is up, then I will just turn off the timer, turn off the oven, and I will leave the pans in the oven and let them cool on their own inside the oven. Once that they're cool in the oven, then I can take them out and they'll be ready to go. Now these pans, you may, especially if you're cooking something like eggs, you're still going to have to add a little bit of oil or butter in the bottom of the pan to cook eggs so that they don't stick. Once the pan, you might have to repeat this procedure a few times, especially with a new cast iron frying pan. And these are, I just got these not too long ago, and this is the first time I've started using them. So I wanted to make sure that I had them seasoned and ready to go. So I will just, once these are, like I say, once they're done in an hour, then I'm just going to shut the timer off. I'm going to turn the oven off and let them cool inside the oven with the door shut. So, okay, so it's been an hour later. I've turned off my oven. I have my 2 cast iron pans in there. I'm going to leave them in the oven, and I'm just going to close the door and let them cool inside the oven. And that's all you have to do. An hour later, turn off your oven, and Bob's your uncle. I hope you found this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, maybe you want to subscribe. Thanks for joining me.